Hi everyone, you know what time it is. It is another studio vlog. This is Claire, the human half of Claire and Clementine. The cat half, Clementine, is asleep on the bed, so you won't be hearing from her in this voiceover, unfortunately. Today I am unpackaging a lot of new things for my shop. The first one being this custom stamp that I got made on Vistaprint that says something for you. I use this to stamp the back of my envelopes that I ship out to everyone. I changed the font to the new brand font a little bit ago. I changed up what our main font is, so on all my Instagram posts and on this stamp, and as you can see on the captions on this video, I use this font. You can actually purchase it on my Etsy. It's called the Ellie font, named after a very dear friend of mine, and it's only $3, so it's a steal. Next, I'm unpackaging some brand new stickers that I'm going to be selling on my Etsy. I'm so excited for this launch. This is like the most excited I've been for a launch since I initially launched my store. There are 7 new sticker designs. I ordered them from Sticker App. I highly recommend them. This isn't sponsored, but Sticker App, if you're watching this and you want to sponsor me, I wouldn't be opposed. So I'm just gonna unwrap these 7 designs. Make sure to comment below which one is your favorite. My personal favorite is this one that I'm opening right now that says "Be kind to the earth." And there's a circle one that says "Coffee Girl" that you'll see a little bit later, but really it's hard for me to choose because they're all my favorite in my unbiased opinion. Now it's time to take inventory of the sticker designs I already have listed on my Etsy, some of the older ones. Every now and then it gets a little inaccurate between Etsy and the actual quantity that I have. You know, if I give them to a friend or if I sell one not through Etsy, it can get off balance. So every now and then I go through and count all of my designs and make sure that what is listed on Etsy is accurate to what I have in stock. for one of my favorite parts of the shop update process, product photos. I know a lot of creators find this part to be a drag because photography is difficult, and I agree with that, but I feel like I've gotten the hang of it, and I kind of love the creativity of it. So what I do is I use this little brown paper bag as a backdrop for all of my product photos, and then I like to find little items around my room, little accessories to add to the flat lay around the edges that kind of correlate to whatever the sticker is. So I have some various plant stickers, and I'll throw a little leaf in the background there. One of my Bible verse stickers has just like the corner of my Bible peeking in. So this one is my I Heart My Book Club sticker. It's one of the new ones, and so I added my 5-minute diary. It has a nice neutral canvasy white cover, which I thought would add some nice simple texture. And then I started off with one of my little succulents, but it ended up being too tall, so I switched to a pothos leaf, and I kind of just experiment around with different props around the edges. I settled on the floral stamps that I got from the post office. They looked the best with the flat lay. So we're just gonna zoom through the rest of the product photos that I did, and you guys can maybe get some inspiration if you have an Etsy shop of your own for how to take pictures. Later on in the video, I'm gonna be editing them, fixing the lighting, and any little mistakes, covering those up. So enjoy this time lapse of me taking some product pictures, and you can get a up-close sneak preview of all 7 of the sticker designs and see some behind the scenes looks of how my Etsy looks the way it does. So I'm not by any means claiming to be a photography expert, because I am using my mom's iPhone. I will admit, because I use my iPhone to film this and then hers to take the pictures. Do I have a vlog camera? No. So do I use an iPhone for everything I do? Yes. So I think that does not by any means make me a photographer, but I do love editing pictures and taking them, and that is all. So enjoy, and I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, now it is time to edit the photos, which is another one of my favorite parts because it's rewarding, you know? You get to start out with a meh product and end up with something professional looking with the click of a button. Not a button, multiple buttons, but you catch my drift. So I actually use 3 apps in total for editing. I probably could condense it down to 1 or 2, but I have a system and I just go with it. So first I use Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom, the free version, the app, and there I will do some exposure edits, and I'll do shadows, highlights, whites, blacks, anything I need. Those are the major edits. Then I go back into the Photos app on just, the iPad, the regular Photos app, and that is where I will crop it to cut out any edges. If you can see my desk in the background or something, I'll crop it, I'll straighten it, I'll do any skews if the proportions look funny, and sometimes I do a few more minor edits there, like shadows, just to make it a little brighter, a little more vibrant. I'll sometimes up the saturation if it needs it, but most of the time it doesn't. And then lastly, I go into the app Afterlight, because that one has one of my favorite features. It's a little tool that you can use to saturate just certain parts of the photo or lighten certain parts of the photo, darken them, so it's more point detailed edits. And there's also a blur feature, so I use that if there's any a loose cat hair on the paper that you can see that I don't want to be in the photo, so I'll blur that out. So those are the 3 apps that I use. I know that Afterlight now you have to pay for a lot of effects, but I downloaded it back when it was free, and so for some reason I'm still able to use all the features, even though now if you were to just download it you would have to pay for it. So I apologize for that. I always hate when apps cost money. I know they gotta make money somehow, but like, come on. So that's how I edit the photos. We're gonna zoom through as I edit all of them because it's not an extremely long process, but it's also not an extremely exciting process. So we can just chat a little bit while I do that. I hope you guys are all doing well. It's another week, another great week. It is so hot here in California. If you didn't know, I'm from Southern California, and it has been in the mid to high 90s all week. So I've been staying inside in the AC most of the time, drinking a lot of iced coffee, trying to get work done in the sun, but not outside. If you know me, you know I love trying out new coffee shops. So my best friend and I decided to try out somewhere new. I got a horchata latte. It was absolutely delicious. And we stayed there for a couple hours and got lots of work done and chatted together. It was very relaxing and very fun. I always find it hard knowing what to talk about in the voiceovers because I want to keep it nice and entertaining for you guys, but I feel like I can never have a podcast because I would run out of things to talk about. But as I was trying to figure out what to give you in a life update, I realized a huge life update for everyone on planet Earth is that Stranger Things Volume 2 of Season 4 came out yesterday. I'm recording this voiceover on Saturday, and it came out Friday. And I was up late last night watching it with my family and my boyfriend, and let me just tell you, that was wild. That was an emotional roller coaster. My heart was racing. I cried multiple times. Like, I've never cried that hard at a TV show before, I don't think. I usually just get like that little choked up feeling in my throat or like a little bit misty, but I'm telling you, like, I literally had tears streaming down my face. It was intense. And so 10 out of 10 would recommend it. not for the faint of heart. I definitely was thrown for a loop. My heart was ripped out of my chest, put back in my chest, ripped back out of my chest. Like, it was crazy. I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously, but I feel like it's just one of my favorite shows of all time, and this season really proved that. They just did such a good job of making, like, all the characters likable. I feel like that's hard to do in a show, to make so many of the main characters so well developed and so likable, and I'm so attached to all of them. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it right now. Unless you're like not into it, then don't. I mean, don't feel peer pressured to ever watch a show you don't want to watch because it's popular. But if you have seen it, without giving any spoilers, or else I will cancel you and delete your comment, because we're not about that here. Without giving any spoilers, tell me what you thought. Maybe just comment like a single emoji, and like, I'll know what you're saying. Everyone who's seen it will know what you're saying. Like, we'll get you. All I'm saying is, it was wild. It was crazy. And that's like the entirety of my life update. That's kind of all I've got. That's the only thing going on in my life right now, is recovering from the Stranger Things 4 Volume 2 finale. And I can't wait for season 5. I hope it's not another like 20 years before it comes out, because I don't know if I can make it that long. I'm gonna be doing deep dive into Instagram theories about what's gonna happen and listening to Running Up That Hill. You know the vibes. So I hope you enjoyed it if you watched it. But yeah, that's my life update for you, is Stranger Things and Stranger Things only. End off today's video, I'm gonna be organizing all of my sticker designs. I am so excited. I was literally like a 5-year-old waiting for her My Little Pony toy to come in the mail, waiting for the tape refills for my label maker and a clear box to store my stickers in. Like, I had no right being that excited, but I had a box in the past that I used to store all my stickers, but I've officially outgrown it with all the new designs that came. So I initially ordered this box to be a second one to go along with the first one. You'll see in a second what I'm talking about. But this new one is actually like twice as big as the old one. So long story short, I just condensed everything into the one box. I'm gonna find a different use for the original one, and I'm so excited. Like, nothing beats an organized system, in my opinion. Like, label makers are my all-time favorite invention. It's just so magical to have everything like perfectly labeled. You'll see. I'm gonna walk you through the process, because if you want to do anything like this, if you have a sticker business, this has been an absolute game changer for finding my designs quickly when I'm packing orders. I'll link everything below. I'll link the label maker I use and this specific box that I use. But yeah, 10,000 out of 10 recommend this system for keeping your stickers organized, or anything organized. They're actually for photos. This box that I use is specifically for 4x6 photos, so you could do that too. But I use it for my stickers, so enjoy. Well, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in to the studio vlog. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and if you made it to this point, I love you, and comment your Stranger Things soul character if you've seen it and you have one. I would say mine, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of like Joyce, like a mama bear a little bit sometimes, but I also do have the tendency to be like Robin, where I cannot stop talking when I should. So tell me your soul character down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.